Sagittarius moon, aesthetic, and personality. Sagittarius moon is ruled by Jupiter. It's a fire sign, and it's a mutable masculine sign. This quote, "a golden cage is still just a cage," is perfect for a Sagittarius. They need freedom, travel, philosophy. They need ideas. They need new experiences. They need something they can cling on to. A lot of Sagittarius moon people I find to be very religious or very interested in like different kind of spirituality or philosophy, psychology, just different things where they can understand others and themselves better. If they're not directly interested in like religion or spirituality or even just higher education, they might just enjoy reading or really enjoy to travel. A lot of Sagittarius moon people will put an experience over actual like saving money. Like they'll be like, we only live once, we want to do this experience, like it doesn't matter how much it costs. They can be very optimistic, especially when they're young. They want to just have the best out of life, have the best experiences, and they really go into things with like a glass half full mindset. As they get older though, you really see this kind of start to shift with a lot of Sagittarius people, and they will become a little bit more resentful, kind of negative, and potentially more like see the glass half empty. Because oftentimes like they have these exciting, visions and dreams and like stars in their eyes, like it says below. They just have like stars in their eyes for experience and for kind of what's out there. And sometimes as they get older, they mature, they just realize like that life is maybe a little more serious, a little bit more harsh, and there's just the realities of life. But you really have to look at the whole chart to see a better picture on that. Sagittarius moon people believe that they are always right, pretty much. They can be dogmatic in that, and they will be a little bit stubborn as well because they think that they are right, and they will go back and forth with you. They are not afraid of a fight. They're not afraid to disagree with you, and they really hold their philosophies and their opinions, their religion really close with who they are. So if you don't agree with something, of that, they will sometimes just feel like you just don't get them, or you don't maybe agree with them if you don't agree with their opinions and their ideas. They can be very tolerant though. That's the other thing. You would think that because of their strong opinions that they are kind of less tolerant. A lot of times they actually are. They are open-minded to other people. They are, live and let live. They're very much like wanting to have their own freedom and let other people have their own freedoms as well. And they don't really care. I mean, they do have some judgment, of course. Like they will think that what you do is wrong. They might even say that out loud, but they don't really let it affect them. Like they don't care. Live and let live. It's just so nice to have that Jupiter energy on their moon because it allows these people to be much more emotionally positive, emotionally optimistic, and just emotionally hopeful. They can be very dreamy people, very creative people, very ambitious people as well. It is a fire sign, so there is this need to grow, need to learn, need to take on, more things and really just do their best and like kind of show out in a way. They can have such a confidence that sometimes they will like jump in a little too fast, maybe a little impulsive with certain things, and just kind of say yes to things right away because they are just like, yes, let's go, let's do it. And then have a little bit of like buyer's remorse or regret later after they've already agreed to something. So it does kind of make a Sagittarius a little bit flaky in that regard because they just kind of are like yes people. And it's not even that they want to please others. I don't think it's like a people pleasing thing. Yes, they do want to like be accepted and fit in and that type of thing, but they're just like always, they're always going to say yes until they learn how to put up their boundaries and what to say no to, what to say yes to, and what's going to serve them, what won't. It just takes them a little bit longer to kind of start to say no to things because everything is an opportunity. Everything is exciting. Everything sounds like oh, that sounds like a good idea. That sounds kind of fun, so they can be interested in many different things. And it just takes a little while for them to get that discernment of like, okay, well, that's not what I want to do. No, I don't want to go to this place. I don't want to hang out with you. I don't want to travel here. And it's also harder for them to like focus on maybe the work and the difficult part of life. They're always, again, up for fun, up for adventure, up for excitement. But when it comes to like the day-to-day hustle, the grind, that can kind of wear them down and feel boring. So they usually need to have a lot of excitement with their work, their job, a lot of creativity, a lot of flexibility. They don't want to feel trapped and caged down. They want to be able to have the ability, and kind of like their boss or whoever they work for, or even work for themselves would be perfect. they just want to have that freedom to kind of lead their own way and make their own rules. Or they can start to feel very depressed and like, oh my gosh, this is so monotonous, so boring, the same thing every day. They need to have more of like an exciting routine and just kind of answer their call to freedom and excitement. So this is your Sagittarius moon aesthetic. I hope you guys are enjoying these. Let me know your feedback below. If you'd like to book a reading, my link's in bio. I also have an astrology workbook available when you join my Patreon community, link in bio.